My beloved child, I see the weight you carry. The silent questions, the ache for clarity, the pressure to figure it all out. Let me tell you something sacred. You're not meant to have every answer today. You're not meant to see the full map. What you need is presence. And I am not far off. I stand beside you, sword drawn, wings open, guarding the fire within you that the world tries so hard to dim. You glance around and wonder, why does it seem like everyone else is ahead? Why do my prayers echo back like silence? Why is my heart still battling in the shadows? Hear this now, etched in light and truth. Trust the process you cannot see. There is a divine orchestration beneath what your eyes can perceive. A slow, sacred weaving of purpose into every pause, every delay, every quiet moment of growth. You are not being overlooked. You are being refined. You were never created for fleeting applause or momentary victories. You're being sculpted for eternity. Every pressure you face, it's shaping something eternal in you. The pain you don't understand, it has purpose. The delay that frustrates you, it holds wisdom beyond time. You are the clay, living, breathing, chosen, and the potter's hands have never let go. So don't mistake the silence for absence. Don't mistake the slow pace for failure. You are being formed into a vessel not just to be filled, but to pour light into dark places. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to radiate with divine presence, to carry truth when lies dominate, to walk in humility when ego shouts, to forgive where the world expects revenge, to be still when chaos spins. That is the way of the kingdom. And that is the path you now walk with me as your shield, your protector, your fellow warrior. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not enough. I'm too weak, too broken. But it is the open-hearted that heaven moves through. I do not seek the perfect. I respond to the willing. Your surrender, that's your strength. Your brokenness, that's the doorway to transformation. What the world calls weakness, I call the birthplace of miracles. The more you yield, the more power flows through you. Not your own, but His. You do not have to strive. You only need to stay open. Because from an open heart, rivers of living water will pour. Not just for you, but for those around you. And your story, yes, your story will set captives free. Your quiet obedience in secret is being shouted in heaven. And it matters. Even when no one sees it, heaven records every step. So when doubt comes knocking, when fear hisses lies in the dark, when exhaustion drapes over you like a heavy cloak, lift your eyes. See me standing beside you, sword lit with flame, eyes steady with truth, voice echoing with the strength of heaven. What was begun in you will be finished. The words spoken over your life, they will come to pass. Not one syllable of promise will return void. So rise again, not because you're unshaken, but because you are not alone. You were never expected to carry this alone, and you never will. Let the fire refine you, not consume you. Let the winds train you, not shake your foundation. Let the waiting not weaken you, but anchor you, deeper in trust, deeper in truth. You are not lost in circles. You are not forgotten in the fog. You are walking in preparation. Every step, every silence, every unseen obedience. It is all moving you closer to divine alignment. You don't yet see it all. But I do. And soon, so will you. You'll look back and see what was hidden behind the veil. The doors heaven was fashioning in silence. The people being positioned for your path. The favor that's been stored, waiting for the appointed time. And when that time comes, you'll realize something holy. It was never about how fast you moved, but how deeply you abided. It was never about control. It was always about surrender. Stay anchored. Stay close. Don't drift toward doubt. Don't let the world's noise steal your stillness. Don't let the delay distort your devotion. Because I tell you this as your protector. Even now, the heavens are moving. And the breakthrough you've been waiting for, it will not be late. It will be right on time. God's time. Perfect. Holy. Complete. Until then, I walk with you. I shield you. You are never alone, not for a single breath. My brave one, there will be mornings when you open your eyes and wonder, does any of this matter? Is my life making a difference? You will feel invisible in your effort, exhausted in your faithfulness, empty where there should be fulfillment. Let me speak this truth deep into your soul. Heaven sees what the world ignores. Every time you choose integrity when no one's watching, every time you love someone who cannot love you back, every time you forgive with no apology, every act of kindness you plant in cold, unyielding ground, I see it. God sees it. And not one bit of it is wasted. You see small, but heaven sees echoes that stretch into eternity. A single whispered prayer becomes a roar in the spirit. A private sacrifice becomes a melody before the throne. One simple act of love can shake generations yet unborn. So do not measure your worth by the applause. Do not chase approval from crowds that come and go. Chase His presence. Let your greatest reward be His smile, not the spotlight. Because God uses the hidden ones, the quiet warriors, the faithful servants who still show up when they feel weak. You are one of them. And that glory you carry, it is not borrowed, it was placed within you. A treasure hidden in fragile jars of clay. So the world may know this strength is not yours. It is His. You've passed through fire. You've stood in storms. You've wept in the midnight hour and still believed. That strength inside you, that unyielding flame, that's not just endurance. That's divine resilience. That's me. I am the strength in your weakness. I am the calm in your chaos. I am the light no shadow can extinguish. So hear me now. Do not give up. You have come too far to retreat. God has brought you through too much to stop here. What's ahead of you? It's not just recovery. It's revival. Not just restoration, but redemption. Every year the enemy tried to steal will be returned with increase. Every barren place will blossom with purpose. Every delayed dream will rise again with divine breath. Because nothing is too lost. Nothing is too late. Nothing is too broken for the one who resurrects all things. He's not looking for perfect. He's looking for a willing yes, a surrendered heart, an open spirit. And with that, mountains move, chains fall, doors swing wide, and your life becomes what it was always meant to be. A living testimony of power, mercy, and glory. My child, not by sight, but by faith. The King is with you. And I am too. Your story is not finished. It's just getting started. You don't need to fear what's ahead. You don't need to replay every possibility, rehearse every outcome, or carry the weight of what-ifs. You only need to remember this. I go before you, and where I go, peace walks first. Provision follows. Purpose waits patiently. You are not walking blind. You are not stumbling alone. You are walking guided. Every step divinely ordered. Every turn sovereignly allowed. Even the detours, they've been dripping with heaven's intention. So walk forward not because you understand it all, but because you know who walks with you. The one who split the sea for Moses. The one who fed multitudes with fragments. The one who conquered death and stood in resurrection glory. That same power now burns in you. Yes, in you. Lift your eyes, warrior. You are not forsaken. You are not forgotten. You are fiercely loved and fully backed by heaven. So keep going. Keep building even when no applause comes. Keep praying even when silence answers. Keep sowing even when the soil seems dry and barren. Because I promise you, the harvest is coming. Pressed down, shaken together, overflowing with more than you imagined. And when it comes, you'll look back and understand. Not one tear was wasted. Not one battle was pointless. Not one hidden act of obedience went unseen. For I stand on behalf of the God who sees, the God who honors, the God who finishes what he starts. And let me remind you, he's not finishing in weakness. He's finishing in glory. My beloved child, do you even realize how close he is right now? Not just beside you, not just around you, but within you. Closer than breath, steadier than heartbeat, more faithful than the sunrise. You have never walked alone. Not once. Not ever. He was there in that quiet room, in the sleepless night, in the whispered, "God, where are you?" And his answer has never changed. I'm right here. You've asked for answers. You've cried out for direction. And though the response may not look how you imagined, make no mistake, He is answering. In divine delays. In protected no's. In people removed not to punish, but to preserve your growth. Yes, sometimes protection sounds like rejection. Sometimes mercy wears the mask of redirection. But heaven's vision is wider than your view. He sees what you can't. He knows what you don't. And He's leading you not just safely, but purposefully. You said, "I'm not strong enough." And heaven replies, "I will be your strength." You said, "What if I fail?" And He answers, "With your eyes on me, you can't." You said, "But I don't know what's next." And the Spirit says, "You don't need to just follow me one faithful step at a time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compete. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Because His timing is not the world's timing. When He opens a door, no man can shut it. When He speaks, no force can silence it. When He blesses, the blessing stands. So stop measuring yourself against someone else's journey. You were never designed to fit their mold. You were crafted uniquely, built intentionally, anointed specifically. And your purpose? It's tailor-made. You are not behind. You are being refined. And refinement, dear one, takes time. Not to punish, but to prepare. Not to delay, but to deepen. He's not crafting shallow success. He's building unshakable roots. Roots that will hold you when the wind comes. Roots that will keep you grounded when elevation arrives. So don't rush this season. Let it mold you. Let it teach you to trust even when nothing makes sense. Faith isn't proved on the mountaintop. It's forged in the storm. When the tears fall but you still whisper, "I trust you." When the noise rises but you lean in to hear His whisper. That is where miracles are born. That is where breakthrough begins. That is where the fire of His presence purifies and empowers. You don't need to be known. You don't need to be praised. You just need to be faithful. Because even your unseen steps shape eternity. You carry something sacred. A story. A sound. A light no one else can bring. Don't bury it under fear. Don't silence it in comparison. Let heaven breathe on it. Let God revive what you thought was gone, and use you not just on platforms, but in quiet places where obedience makes angels move. The harvest is coming. The breakthrough is closer than you think. Your prayers have not been forgotten. Your pain will not be wasted. And when the fullness of time arrives, you'll look back and say, "My God, it was worth it." So rise. Lift up your head. The King of Glory walks with you. This story? It's not over. The best isn't behind you. It's ahead, written, sealed, and held in the hands of the Almighty. Stay close. Stay faithful. I will lead you. I will guard you. I will war for you until every word heaven spoke is fulfilled. You are not alone. You never have been.